Are you on the self-development journey and still avoiding pain? If this is you, then you may be missing out on a very, very powerful energy that's available to you. So in this video, we're going to go over how to harness this energy. Welcome back to my channel, in which we speak about self-mastery and how we can live the best life from the inside out. And so pain, emotional pain, and even physical pain, it is a denser energy that we can use, that we can harness. Any energy, wherever it is on the emotional scale, is energy. And it is here to be transmuted, to be used. You may have heard of the phrase, turning pain into purpose. How many times have you heard that story of somebody losing a loved one? And through the pain of losing that loved one, they then started a charity or started a movement to help others who may lose their loved one in that certain way. And how can we be prevented? So there is so much energy available in pain. However, the way that our brains work is that we want to avoid pain, right? Part of our survival instinct is to avoid pain at all costs because pain meant death. And we have come such a long way since then. Nowadays, we can do very differently with this pain because we are so safe. We can actually use this denser energy. We can do something with it. We can transmute it because we are safe enough. That safety mechanism from the past in this way is redundant. So having the awareness that we have this inbuilt mechanism of wanting to avoid pain is the first step to come out of it. So we can become aware. And then through this awareness, we can start to notice, when am I trying to avoid pain? When do I feel uncomfortable and I want to distract myself? When do I want to escape? And there are so many ways we can do this. We can do this by getting our phone out when we start feeling uncomfortable and just distracting ourselves with our phone, because there's infinite possibilities of distraction with our phone, right? And even spiritual practices can be used as a way of escaping. If we are not wanting to face our own pain, and we keep meditating, we keep cultivating the beautiful, beautiful energy, we keep going into that space, that can also be a way of avoiding pain. And so it really is about having the courage to stare pain into the face, to face it head on, and to not be scared of it, because it doesn't equal death anymore. It doesn't equal death. Only a small aspect of ourselves feels that way. We can tap into the other greater aspects of ourselves that knows that we're not in danger when we are experiencing emotional pain and even physical pain. There's a Buddhist practice where you focus in on your physical pain to move through it. Because when we do not engage with our pain, when we try and suppress it or escape or run away, nothing happens to that energy. It still stays within us. It can't be transmuted. It can't be moved through. And that's whether that's on a physical level or on an emotional level, it will still be within us. So, having the courage to face the pain. And then it is also about not getting sucked into the stories that the pain carries. The stories of victimhood, the stories of trauma, the stories of lack, I'm not good enough, or whatever that pain may trigger within us. Because for us to move through it, we don't want to identify with it. So we get to feel the emotions, feel the feelings, feel the sensations of the pain or the grief whatever dense emotion it is. Maybe it's anger. Maybe you're just so angry. And allowing ourselves to feel this, to be present with it, to not shame it, to not say, I'm not allowed to feel angry. That's bad. No, it's okay. It's healthy to feel the dense emotions, to feel sadness. Let's stop running away from it. Let's normalize being okay with being sad and watching other people being sad and being okay with them being sad. It's not about being happy all the time or about putting on that brave face, because the true bravery comes from being with the dense emotions, not bypassing them. It is not brave to suppress whatever dense emotions are coming up. Bravery is to have the courage to say, I don't feel good. I don't feel good today. And it's okay. That's how I feel right now. Because also sometimes when we feel like we are being completely identified with the story of the pain, we don't see that there's an end in sight. However, there is. Everything is waves. Everything goes up and down. So yes, while we move through the pain, that will be a painful time. That will be a time that sucks on many levels. It'll be hard. And it also allows for the wave to go up again, for the energy to be transmuted, to be turned into something. And here's the real thing. When we allow ourselves to fully feel the dense emotions, the grief, the loss, we are enabling a process of being able to use that energy for something that we want to use it for. If we are suppressing it, then it's just trying to be stuffed away. And then we cannot use it for anything good. So pain, grief, sadness, anger, all the dense emotions, they are here to play a beautiful role when we allow ourselves to first have the courage to feel them and then use that energy to creatively express ourselves, to pour into a project, to bring something good, bring some healing to the world, whatever it may be. This is the alchemical process. And so this is the invitation to look at areas in life. Where is there still pain? Where am I carrying pain? What am I not okay with right now? It's so healthy and beautiful to not be okay with something. However, we don't want to identify with the story of that and then never be okay. We want to move through it. We want to allow ourselves to be not okay in the moment, to really feel that, to use the energy behind not being okay, to pour into something, to pour into the solution. Not staying victims of the story. I'm not okay with that. And then that's it. We can not be okay with something, but right, I'm going to use this energy of not being okay with it to fuel the antidote to what I'm not okay with. This is how we can make something bad into something good over and over again. This is how we can understand that everything is actually love, that the fundamental basis of everything is love. Because we can use bad things for good. We can use pain for good. We can do something with that. So, how do we embody this? Okay. You might not be feeling any pain or anger or any dense emotions right now, and that's great. It's not about fishing for them, right? If you're just having the best time right now, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. You're up here. Enjoy that. However, when you come down again, be present with what's coming up for you. Allow yourself to feel it while still staying connected to empowerment. Know that you can move through this moment of challenge, of density, of hardship, of pain, of grief, whatever it may be. Know that you can move through it in a way where you can use that energy for the benefit of somebody else or society as a whole or yourself. You can redirect that energy. So allow yourself to feel, to be really present, and then considering, okay, what's going on with these feelings? Why are they coming up for me right now? What am I not okay with in this? What am I not okay with right now that is making me feel like I am in this density? And what can I do to change this situation? Because there is always something you can do, always. And then using the dense energy to pour love, essentially, into yourself and into the new way where that dynamic that is feeling so painful doesn't have to exist anymore. We can move out of these as well. That doesn't mean that we're not going to have new painful dynamics to face. That's part of life, and it's beautiful. Because then again and again, we get to engage with the alchemical process. Again and again, we get to use our pain for something beautiful. So give it a go. And if you already have some sort of technique, I'd love to know about it. Share it in the comments. And give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm super excited to see you in the next video.